So hello everyone. So today I will discuss about the translators. So this is the second part of the C level C language. Okay. So in this part I will discuss the translator. Okay. So for low level language, we use the assembler means translator, and for high level language we have a two translator is there, compiler and interpreter. So so definitely you have a you have a dot like that. So I mean, what are the meaning of the translator and why we need this thing translator? Okay. Actually, suppose I am taking one example. Suppose if you want to print your name on the screen, I mean, suppose if you want to print, so in case in the C language, I'm taking example that is the hash include stdio dot h. Okay, and every C program start the execution will start from the main function. So int main function, and this is the curly bracket. Okay, and here simply I want to print as simple as str.h int main printf. If you want to print anything, printf, or मतलब double quote में like that I want to print supper placement. Okay, supper the placement, double quote, and every statement int with the semicolon and return return. Okay, so this is the structure. Suppose if you want to print anything in case of the C language. Okay, so for that you need to write the sum code. Okay, so if you write the sum code, then you need to first save it. So if we save, then it will create the .c file. Okay, so this is the source code. Okay, this is the source code. After that, I mean, whatever the thing we write and we save, so that thing will be in the .c file. This is the .c file. Okay, so but every machine या computer it doesn't understand English like word. Because of that, every code we write in the English like word. This is the English I mean like word now. So every machine like computer, anything electronics device, so only understand the language 01011101 like that. Okay, so for that purpose we need a translator. Actually translate, so with the help of the translator we convert the English like language into the machine level language, you can say. Yeah, again I'm telling. So translator with the help of translator we convert the English like word को मैं क्या करता हूँ, English like word into the machine code, means the 0101 code like that. So for that purpose we need a translator. So there are two assembler one, and in high level language compiler and interpreter is there. Okay, so in case of the low level language, suppose we have a low level language is there, low level low level language is there. Okay, so in case of the low level language, so we need a translator, so which will convert the English like language, means English level. So means whatever the word you write, uh, so uh, so in case of the low level language. Okay, in case of the low level language, with the help of the assembler, so we convert here. I will give the low level language input, low level language, and internally it will convert into the machine level language. Means the machine can understand this language. Actually, every machine will understand only the 0101 language. Okay, so this is the machine level. It will convert into the 100110 like that. So this is the assembler. This is the assembler which is used in case of the low level language. But in case of the high level language we use the two translator is there. One is the compiler and one is the interpreter. Compiler and another is the interpreter. So this is the compiler, and here we have a high level language like the any code we write already. Okay, so this compiler will convert into the machine level language. Machine level language means machine level language. Okay, means the 100111 like that. Okay, so here I am telling, so what are the difference between the compiler and interpreter? The compiler a compiler and interpreter, what are the difference? Because of that, so these are the two translator is there we can use in the the high level language. Interpreter. Okay, so first difference is the, so compiler first it will so firstly compile first difference is the compiler firstly suppose we have a code, so we have a sequence of code, so we have a sequence of code is there. So firstly it will create into the object code. Okay, firstly it will create the object file, means so it will read all line, it will read read all a statement, all a statement all a statement in the following code, that the code it will read all the statement and convert into and convert into object code. Okay, object code I will tell in the next video how the object file we can get object code. Okay, and it read line by line and execute simultaneously. But in case of interpreter, it read line by line. It reads line by line and and executes execute simultaneously. Okay, potentially means suppose if we have a C code, okay, in that there are the 10 line is there. So the compiler firstly it will read all line, then then it will convert into object code, then it will run. But in case of the interpreter, it read line by line and simultaneously it will execute. So that's why it is a slow one. That's why it is a slow one. Okay, and the compiler is faster. Okay, because of that, it will read firstly all line. Okay, whatever the total line is there in the C code, it will read all line and then it will convert object code. After that, so it will go to the run. But in case of interpreter, it will read line by line. Okay, and execute simultaneously. So this is the slower and this is the faster. Okay, and no object file is created, no object code. In case of interpreter, no object file create created. Okay, here object file created, object file created. Okay, or yes, suppose if you are going to print the even odd number, so in that case we need to write the C code. I mean whatever thing you write, okay, so that is the source code. Okay, so here no need of source code every time, no need of no need of source code every time. Once we will generate the object code, then no need of the source code. Okay, but here need source code all time. Source code here need source code. So because of that, suppose we have a C language is there. Okay, so this is the int main function. Actually all the C program will execute from the main function. Okay, so it will so this is the C code, and there are the 50 line is there. Okay, so in case of, so there are the 50 line is there total. So in case of the compiler, firstly it will read all 50 line, and then it will convert the object code. Okay, object code, that is the .o file. But and if we go for run second time, so no need of the source code. But in case of the interpreter, it will read line by line and execute simultaneously, and object code is not created. So every time this source code means whatever the English like what we write already, that is the source code. So every time we needed the source code. Okay, so here I am telling what are the difference between these things, compiler and interpreter. So this is the meaning of the translator completed. So without translator, we can do anything. Translator is the most important part of the any language. Okay, because of that, so with the help of the translator, so we can able to convert the any English like language into the machine level language. Because of that, the machine only understand the language. So that is the 01, that is the boundary language, only it can understand, other than it will not understand anything. Okay, that's why the translator is most important part of the programming language. Okay, thank you everyone, we'll meet in the next video.